Good evening, Chibi. Today is the 15th of July 2020. So we're still in COVID time, COVID 19, coronavirus, and all that. So that means that we've not been able to see each other when we should have done in May. And I was just looking at the calendar, and 2 days in the future from now, on the 17th of July, this time last year, we saw each other when I came to see you in Japan. I spoke to you this morning, and you seem to be doing all right. We read a little bit of David Walliams' The Slime, which is a book, or called it's just Slime. We've been reading that for a while, and you had a good time reading that. And then you showed me your game. It's a little bit like I forget what it's called in Japanese, but a little bit like Minecraft. So you're building your own world, and you showed me your cellar, and that was fun. And hopefully we're going to do some more of that on the weekend as well as playing some Animal Crossing. So looking forward to that. Oh, and we also talked about kendo, and I'm so interested to hear how it's going, because you said to me that you've got a Taikai, a kendo tournament on the 25th, on Saturday next week. Not this one coming, but following. So that's really exciting. Your first Taikai where you'll be competing against the others. I was there last year to see you in that one, and I was very proud to watch you. And this year you're going to get to fight against the big ones, the big boys and girls. There's an Onesan who's very good, who I saw last year, and I think you're going to have to fight against her. And today I asked you whether or not you thought you could beat her, and you thought she was a bit difficult. But I don't think it's important if you win or not. It's just to be brave and to compete. And yeah, you're going to do that, and that's amazing. So today's book is called The Midnight Gang. And it's another book by David Walliams. So this is the same author as Slime that we've been reading. And this, to me, this cover looks really nice. It's all these kids in their pajamas, and they're going to be getting off to adventures when they probably should be in bed. But it looks like there's some excitement to be had. I often think about, when it's time for your bedtime, and then reading stories for you, and, spending time together in the evening, and, maybe sometimes if you're struggling to sleep, a talk could help you, all these types of things. I often think about that, and, I just wish I could spend more time with you, and I wish this COVID situation would go away, so that I could come sooner. But I think it's going to be a little while yet. Hopefully in the autumn time, when I go to Vietnam for work, I can come to see you then. That's my hope. Okay, so this book, let's read a bit of it. It's called The Midnight Gang, and let's keep going. What's this all about? This is just thank yous, and this is a picture. What's this then? That looks interesting. Look at that big tower. It looks like something in London, that maybe. Architecture is similar, but so many windows. Welcome to the world of the Midnight Gang. This is Lord Funt Hospital in London, England. It was built many years ago and should have been demolished many years ago. The hospital was named in honour of its founder, the late Lord Funt. Have a look inside Lord Funt's hospital. Here we have the children's ward, and there is the pharmacy where they get the medicine. Looks like an elevator there, maybe. And then what do we have? Raj's ward and Nellie's ward. Sir Quentin Striller's office. A gift shop, and underneath is the basement. So there's lots of different things in this hospital. Okay. And this is what they like to do in these books. They give the characters at the start, so you can get to know the characters. So meet the patients in the children's ward, high up on the 44th floor of the hospital. This is Tom. He is 12 and goes to a posh boarding school. He has hurt his head. Who's this? Amber is 12. She has broken both of her arms and both of her legs, so has been in a wheelchair for some time. Robin is also 12. He is recovering from an operation to save his eyesight and for now can't see a thing. God, his guy's a little bit munchy. George is 11 and from the East End of London, which makes him a Cockney. He is recovering from having his tonsils taken out in an operation. Sally is just 10 and the youngest of the group. Because she is so ill, Sally spends most of her time sleeping. Yeah, look, she's got like dark eyes. Looks very skinny too. Who's this? Downstairs in one of the grown-ups wards is the oldest patient in the hospital, 99-year-old Nellie. Oh, this guy looks a bit crazy. Hundreds of people work at Lord Funt Hospital. Among them are Porter, a lonely figure whose real name is a mystery. His job is to move people and things around the hospital, which he never seems to leave. So that's, yeah, porters can be in any building, but these ones he works in a hospital. He looks like he's not slept for a long time. What else do we have here? We have got matron. Despite running the children's ward, she doesn't like children at all. Oh no. Matrons normally give out medicine and take care of people. Dr. Luppers has just become a doctor and is rather easy to fool. That means he's easy to make him believe something that's not real. There's lots of characters in this book. Let's see who else we've got. Tootsie is the hospital's dinner lady. She brings meals round on a trolley to all the patients. So look, Lord Funt Hospital. She looks happy, isn't it? Nurse Mees is a tired-looking nurse who never ever seems to get a night off work. Dilly is one of the hospital's cleaners. You can always tell where she has cleaned, as there will be a long trail of fag ash from her cigarette. And they don't smoke in hospitals anymore. And who's this? Mr. Codd is the old chemist. He has a hearing aid and thick glasses. Mr. Codd runs the pharmacy in the hospital. He looks like he should be in an old person's home. He's very old. Who do we have here? This is Sir Quentin Strillers is the upper-class hospital principal and is in charge of everyone and everything. Quentin Strillers. And who's this? From outside the hospital there is Mr. Threws, the headmaster of Tom's school, Sir Willet's boarding school for boys. So many characters. Look here, this must be the children's ward. I've already forgot their names, but there's the girl with the broken arms and legs, and there's the girl that's not feeling very well, and there's the matron. And who have we got here? Anyone else? Not sure who that is. Somebody in the corner over there as well. Who's that? Not sure. Right. Here we go. Now we've done the introduction to the characters, we get to start the story properly. Midnight is the time when all the children are fast asleep. That's probably Big Ben. Me and Okar have been there. Well, what's going on here? Except, of course, for the Midnight Gang. That is the time when their adventures are just beginning. Is that Nellie? 99-year-old Nellie flying in the dark sky with the balloons. And there's a shooting star there as well. Chapter 1, Monster Man. Oh, there's the porter, and there's one of the kids. Ah! Screamed the boy. The most monstrous face he had ever seen was peering down at him. It was the face of a man, but it was completely lopsided. One side was larger than it should have been, and the other was smaller. The face smiled as if to calm the boy down, only to reveal a set of broken and rotten teeth. This made the boy even more scared than before. "Ah!" he screamed again. "You'll be all right, young sir. Please try and be calm," slurred the man. Look, this is a porter who's moving the people around in the hospital. In this case, he's moving the boy around. His face was so misshapen that so was his speech. Who was this man, and where was he taking the boy? It was only then the boy realised he was lying on his back, staring straight up. It felt almost as if he was floating, but something was rattling. He was rattling. The boy realised